coming even near causes fright? Dorian said to me kindly that he admired it, my masterpiece. Never before, as a photographer, have I indulged so much effort into one piece. The lighting, positioning, depth, composition. But now that man is so petrified of me approaching my own art now. Perhaps it is that recent news of his old muse, Sybil Vane, that stifles him like a weed. I do feel so much for Dorian though. And Sybil too. The night after Dorian breaks her, she exits the Sydney Theatre Royal and leaves Earth in a pool of Kool-Aid. But yes, Dorian's life, his story, and this incident will be remembered in transcendent poetry and ethereal prose for all of eternity to recount. Corrupting is the deed of fools, who preach that men must seek their joy. Come night and day, away, away, for that young man his life's a toy. As Jew by Kumai Sybil sung, with you I know my love is fair, but acting too is my own life, and poisoning mine I might just dare. A man must have his days of leisure, if not, then pain or pleasure. Speaking of friends, Mr. Henry Wotton, that sickly Scrooge, his influence on Dorian is unspeakably corrosive to his character. The unease I feel with him is insurmountable, for he and my boy are always like so. Dorian, hast thou so expulsed in life as though a plender night? Seeking such descendants shan't fail to delight. Just look at life round thee. Women, money, and thine own masculine beauty. Precious gifts of God one would only wish to have strived for. Society of the 21st century will muchly reward thee for sucheth an outlooketh. Are you certain this is the lifestyle for me? But you know, I feeling this may be more trouble than it seems. I look upon myself Ebby once in a dial, and this mightn't be the man I want to be. Are you sure about this? Are you sure? Dorian, I do say, mine slight fellow, be a true gent. Thou need not fear or squeakle as though a quartened magpie. So earned thou wilt be by this enthralled hands of pain and pleasure, fate and leisure. Quit daydreaming under a salinely rock, and oversee the joy of lifeth to taketh. Why, I guess so. Pay Sybil's death and Papa's beatings behind me. Perhaps you having a joint. Dwell, you might be righty. This little life advice of yours might actually work after all. No, the lavish artifice of Harry's behavior is not the just way to live. Not in my mind, to say the least. Harry wrote us the man walk down before you call him a man. As a how he sees must his wife up sail before she sleeps in his sand. Gray, my muse, the window to my heart, where the seraphic sunlight dims and mellow moonlight swims. Your Lorax vigor penetrates the sky as though a sunny ray. Your Wonka charm can steal the dark out of the night and taint the day all black. Your starlit locks and sky blue eyes can resurrect the Romeo in me. But I know that you of all can fix this predicament. No matter the circumstance, I know wholeheartedly you can. Certainly, there is nothing beyond your saving, and I trust you. But Gray, my light. Maybe man shouldn't seek joy and happiness outright, but earn it with the conviction of Mother Nature's rule. We grow, we age, from boy to man. We should outgrow the need for worldly possessions and gifts, from smoky coal to midnight toll. Now man is dead. Now man is dying and dead in the sense that this modern age has grasped at Dorian with its grubby gloves and eroded the banks of his innocence. Maybe that is why he refuses even a glance at that photograph. Taken by me. Who knows? It is his after all. Nevertheless, there is a piece of all these characters in me. Sybil is my heart exposed. Harry is my eyes closed. And Dorian is my mind clothed. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, it seems as though in these contemporary times, a photograph is worth a dozen prizes. Why though? How? What about it is so absurd that...
What about it is so absurd that coming even near causes a fight? Dorian said to me kindly that he admired my masterpiece, and never before as a photographer have I indulged so much effort into one.